Check it out. This is the inside of my tape deck. For those of you who have ever wondered exactly what's on the inside of a tape deck, I recently had this tuned up by an electronics shop in Inglewood. It was pretty expensive, but I trust this electronics shop way more than I trust Best Buy, because if I go into Best Buy with my tape deck, they'll just be like, "Dude, why don't you get an MP3 player? You're using a tape deck? We don't sell tape decks here, and we don't repair tape decks here." And it's like, you're basically useless then. What's even the point of calling yourself a fucking electronics store if you can't fix electronics, like a tape deck? And I think Best Buy is especially pathetic in that regard, but this one electronics shop, they still service and repair tape decks and radios and stuff like that you might actually want fixed sometimes. So it's good that there are still businesses like that, especially in Denver. Or I guess Inglewood isn't technically the Denver area, but you know that all the good, reliable electronics repair shops have been driven out of Denver due to rising rent, so they have to relocate to places like Inglewood. Anyway, yeah, this is the inside of the tape deck. Every so often when I'm recording tape, I have to unscrew the top and look inside, because occasionally the tape deck will make a horrible squeaking noise. It sounds like a fucking buzzsaw, and that shows up on the tape, and I absolutely hate it. And that's what I got it taken in to get repaired for, but it just comes back. It just comes back over and over again, because this is an old tape deck. The source of the buzzing, I think, is that this circuit board right here, you see this is a circuit panel, it's kind of warped. It's slightly curved inward towards these wheels, so it presses in on the wheels, which of course are the mechanism that's responsible for turning the tapes. They have those little rubber bands in them, and those are rotating at a precise speed, so if the circuit board warps inward too much, it presses in on the cog mechanism, and it creates this horrible buzzsaw noise that's like, and that transfers onto the tape, and it's fucking horrible. So every so often I have to open up the lid here to take a look inside, and I'll like press in on the wheel or press out, depending on whatever the circumstance is, and usually I can get it to run silent after that, but I have to kind of be hands-on with it and monitor it while I'm recording a tape, which is sort of annoying, but so long as I wait it out, I can be patient with it. I mean, in the meantime, you get to see all this fantastic technology in here. It's very obscure. This here is like the main circuit board. It's got all these gizmos, all these little cylinders and shit, and that's the plug on the inside, though. That's the cord, and it goes over to this box here, and then there's this little bit. I have no idea what that's about. So that's an entirely separate circuit board from this circuit board, which controls the motor. That's the motor there, that little silver cylinder. And then there's a whole separate circuit board over here. I have no idea what any of this stuff is, but it's way cooler than like a cell phone or something. Because, like, you know, look at this. Someone put some fucking effort into making this. Someone put some effort into soldering all these little dots and shit on. I mean, it's really cool. Look at how green that is. It's really beautiful. I love how it looks. It looks like fucking Tron or some shit. These cylinders, I mean, it looks like a city in here. It just looks like a big city full of breakers and boxes and all type of stuff. So it's really neat. On top of that, the front mechanism is really nothing to scoff at. You got two wheels, two rubber bands, and they go around this really complex mechanism. As you can see here, this rubber band is on the front of the wheel, whereas this one's on the middle of the wheel. Not sure why that is, but it's pretty cool. This is the tape I'm recording from, and this is the tape I'm recording to, and it just keeps spinning. It's really neat. I love tape mechanisms. It's a similar mechanism inside my Walkman, except it's a lot smaller, and there aren't two of them. But my tape deck is a double-decker, so you get two mechanisms to watch at the same time, which can be very fun. It's really fun to know that your media is physically doing something instead of just magically on the cloud. Like, you know exactly when so-and-so piece of audio comes up. Right there, that was a piece of audio. That exact rotation. Same with this wheel. I fucking love physical media. Now everyone's worried about the internet going to shit, but I think as long as we got tape decks around, as long as we got VHS and cassette and like that, we don't need to worry about how the internet is going, because there's a whole different ecosystem on physical media. It's happening, and pretty soon it might even outgrow the internet. People might just get sick of the internet and stop using it and listen to shit on tape instead. Which, like, why not, if it's recorded on pro equipment like this, so long as that fucking buzzsaw noise isn't going on. Anyway, just like with my comics, you know, I ensure a certain standard of quality with my tapes, and I make sure that there's no obnoxious squeaking going on with it, so yeah, this will turn out fine.